everybody, how's it going? Last night, Avengers Endgame hit theaters, and oh my god, I absolutely loved every freaking second of it. But with the release of Endgame, we now have 4 Avenger movies, and it's only right to rank all 4 of those movies, because I absolutely love the Avengers little franchise inside the MCU franchise. So we're just going to go ahead and get started, but before I give you guys my list, make sure to comment yours down below. How did these 4 rank? Mine's going to be... it was a pretty easy list. That's why I saw that movie last night. I went, yep, that's my list for tomorrow. I got it. So comment your guys' list down below. Have you seen Endgame? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it somewhere in between? And now we're just going to go ahead and get started. So coming in last place at number 4 is Avengers Age of Ultron. And this movie has a lot of things that worked for it. I really like this movie, but I do not love this movie. The things that work for it really, really work. But the things that don't work for it really, really don't. And the pacing of this movie seems a little bit slow. Everything they had in the first Avengers, all the pizzazz, all the everything of all the characters together, didn't really seem to have that in this movie. And the villain himself, Ultron, just wasn't that compelling. It took a while to get to Ultron, and when we finally got to her, I'm like, okay, finally. So the pacing for this movie was just a little bit slow, but the action scenes in this movie were absolutely amazing. The team coming together, we get introduced to Scarlet Witch, we get introduced to Vision, we get introduced to Quicksilver, we get introduced to a lot of amazing new characters, but the pacing of the movie is where it takes it away from me, and Ultron as a villain, I have just never been a big fan of him. He is, sure, he's super badass, sure he's this, sure he's that. Ultron, for me, is just a villain. It doesn't really have a purpose to me. I get what he's trying to do, but it's not that big of a thing. It's not bigger than he is. He's kind of like, I'm trying to do this, and I'm gonna be an asshole, and I'm strong. Next up, at number 3 is the Avengers. I absolutely love the absolute hell out of this movie. From the action, to getting introduced to the characters, how to get introduced to the team, to Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, to the comedy, to the storyline itself. It is all absolutely amazing. It is so fun to watch. A movie you can put on anytime, right? Wow, this is absolutely superhero bliss. This is just perfection on the screen in front of us. Super enjoyable, super fun. The last fight scene in New York is just so memorable, and how Thor gets introduced to Captain America and Iron Man. They have the fight in the forest. How everyone has to overcome the differences, come together and work together is absolutely so fun to watch. So amazing to see, and have all these characters, their chemistry all comes together. The first ever big superhero collab. No one knew how it was going to work, but my god, did they pull it off. Coming in at number 2, it is absolutely astronomical for me to say, because I've seen this movie 31 times in the year it's been out. It was my favorite movie of all time. Avengers Infinity War. I never thought I'd say that. It was my favorite movie of all time. I passed everything. I love that movie. I've seen it 31 times. I can quote almost the entire movie. Everyone's lines. I'm not joking to you. What an experience this movie was last year. It was just everything. We've always heard about Thanos. Who is he? What's he going to bring? Well, he's going to bring everything in a bag of chips and some guacamole with it. He's going to, oh my god, kill everyone. Absolutely just beat ass, and everyone's going to be no match for him. That's exactly what it is. How he got introduced to beating the hell out of the Hulk in the first 2 minutes. What? And then, oh my god, he's coming, he sends all of his children around, and then they beat up Tony Stark. They just beat up everyone. Thanos wins, and this is the only movie ever where the super villain wins. And my god, he is super villain. The action, the comedy, the storyline. Now, this is like everything the Avengers are trying to do with about 7 characters, with 70 freaking Marvel characters, and oh my god, and the snapping at the end, so emotional. This movie make you cry. When you left the theater, you were like, I gotta go see that again. And I gotta go see that again, and I gotta see it apparently 31 times, because that's how much I love this movie. I love, love, love Avengers Infinity War. But god dang it, coming in at number 1, Avengers Endgame. I don't know what happened last night to me, but I was emotional. I almost cried several times. It is everything and more you want in a superhero movie. I thought Avengers Infinity War had that. Avengers Endgame surpassed everything we witnessed in Infinity War. I was so nervous. I made a video called Could Avengers Endgame Suck? Because I was so nervous that the movie could actually suck. No way in hell were the Russo brothers going to let that movie suck. It is absolutely 100% perfection. 100%. I guess literally the score I gave it was a 10 out of 10, 100%. Best movie I've ever seen in my life. Never been so more emotionally intrigued. Never laughed so much. Never almost cried so much. Never felt the emotion. Never felt the excitement. I never clapped during movies. I never cheered during movies. I started to cheer in this movie. Into certain scenes, everyone would be kind of clapping. And several times in this movie, I would go, wow! And I would be clapping. Oh my god. Loved every second of Avengers Endgame. I cannot wait to see it again. It's not one you see once. It's not one you see twice. It's not one you see 3. It is one you see 4 to 5 times in theaters on the big screen. So Avengers Endgame had everything and more I wanted in it. How the way it started to the way it ended, everything held up. And therefore, it's coming in at number 1. Comment your guys' thoughts down below. How does your 4 Avengers movies rank? Thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor and go see a movie. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!